Hello, hello. How's everyone doing out there? Let me know. We're going to do some practicing today, but let me know if this background music is too much, or if it's annoying, or if you're catching it, or if the camera's overexposed. Hold on. Hold on a second. Yeah. That should be better. Hey, is that not bright enough? What do we got? All right. Maybe that's better. What's up, everybody? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Let's go front double bicep. Don't let us down. You guys are going to give me some challenges today? Anything I can do for $1 million? How many shots? Let's do 80. Is it going to give us 80 shots? What's up, everybody? What are we doing on this Wednesday? Is everybody working? It's 2:38 here. Wow. That was a pretty good first shot. Yeah, 710. All right. I can make a 710. There's nothing to it. Actually, move this here. Watching from New Zealand. Wow, dude. Is the background music too much? UK, New Zealand. What kind of shot are you working with? I think this is a house shot. And they've come across a really easy house shot here at Aaron's. So what I hear? No, can't even hear it. You can't even hear the music. Wow, that's cool. It's perfect. Spin disc. Wow, look at that release. That's going to be my normal release. What do you think? Jeff Schulte, Rotogrip Gremlin, what are your thoughts for house shot league bowling? Yeah, it's a good one. Drill whatever way you want. Texas, I have a question. Hold on, I got you. How tight should the thumb hole be? I don't know, man. Kind of just depends on your own little preference. Depends on if the spin. Depends on it, like, you know, a lot of people fluctuate, a lot of people sweat, a lot of people. So that would make you kind of use tape, depending on how tight you actually have the thumb hole. Chris Barnes will tell you as tight as possible. I don't necessarily like it that tight. But wow, I guess I'm just gonna strike here, huh? Tips on improving how long do I practice? About an hour. Tips on improving my steps. I struggle with taking like 3 crossover steps in my approach. I struggle with 3. So you're crossing over. I don't know, man. You got to videotape yourself. Look at yourself. Watch your back. Go in the opposite direction of what you're doing now. And because there's no real trick to fixing something like that. It's just you're going to have to place your feet in different spots wherever you want them. And the way you find out where you want them is by videotaping yourself. There we go. A little 4-9. Or just come to our clinic. What's up, Bradley? League night for us here tonight. Yes, sir. Got the league night. Wednesday night. No fair. If bowler's horrible music isn't pumping in the background, is it really practice? What's the best way to correct too much body tilt? You got to do the opposite. It's a game of opposites. Wow, he's really made this shot so much easier. Deuce. What's the purpose of a bowler drifting left in their approach? The purpose of drifting left. I was gonna try and come up with like some smart ass Alec kind of come back there, but you just open angles. I mean, if you have a large drift, it's gonna be hard to play straight. Here, I'll do a drift. And that's the most I can drift. And you see how like much my hand, like in order to like get the ball going up straight, like you're going so far away from the right side of the lane that your follow through has to be like way out here just to get it going straight. But drifting in terms of hooking the ball, different ball game there. You're telling me you can't hear this background music? There's no way you can't hear this background music. You're deaf. I love the new hybrid drive. It's my favorite ball. I believe it comes out in like 2 days, so you guys should go get it. Honestly. I don't think a single one of you would be disappointed. Even if there were 100,000 people in here, not a single one of you would be disappointed with this ball. Because even if it doesn't strike for you, it looks fantastic. And it has a really good chance of striking. Barely, okay. Yeah, I tried this little fuzzball on my mic. Hopefully catch the background music out. So YouTube did this update where it shows up in the shorts feeds and the actual feeds as well. They just made this update in the live streaming. I'm somewhat testing it to see if like anyone comes from the shorts page. I don't know. I'm not sure where to know that, but hustle. It's really not that loud. It's like a 2 out of 10. All right, a little background music for you guys then. I plan on bowling the senior regional next year as a bucket list. How do you feel about me using a different ball no matter what, every game in league, just to get the feel of making that ball work? Yeah, dude. Of course. You know, any way you can challenge yourself, I think is really cool. It really helps you. You're not going to change balls that often on the senior tour yet. If once the 2-handers get there, you will. But there's not going to be a crazy amount of transition. So you might be able to throw a ball for 3, 4, or 5 games, but being able to switch and not be afraid to switch and not be like, well, I'll take a couple frames. I'll do this. What's up, Clunder? You want a mic?
Chelsea Champions League. I don't think that's a good idea.
Who did?
Chelsea Champions League. I don't think that's a good idea.
My buddy Clender's watching a Chelsea game, so there's going to be some curse words coming out. So is Chelsea? I don't know. It's a good question. I've had it at one point in time, but I think I canceled it.
Same. I just got this on every link. I was like, we were literally just watching this. What do you mean?
So there's no way you can watch it? You're going to find a way? Yeah, I got you. Wow, this house shot's so easy, guys. What in the world? South Africa. Incredible. Can't believe someone from youth, if you throw it good, you should go pro. No. You really want me to go pro and just, it's a lot of travel just to try and make a cut. Look at that. I barely got over half. What do you mean I should be on tour? I could chop this 17 different ways, guys. 17. I can find any way not to fill a frame. Next strategy in the session, or next strategy for next season of the PBA Tour. 2 hands, baby. Well, that's what Belmo says. What's better than 1 hand? 2 hands. Oh, the trip 4. I'm not going 2-handed yet. Can't give up on the...
You're like 16 years away from the senior tour. What do you mean?
Okay, so the mic muff only cuts out popping P's, not background music. You should do some post-production and set your noise gate to the next point. But that's a little work, and seriously, it doesn't bother me at all. Well, I'm not mad about a little background music for you guys, but I just don't want it to be overbearing. 6:30 incoming. Thoughts on an Equinox? It's good. But if you're going to get a ball, get an RST Hyperdrive Pearl. It's amazing. You got to get that new, you know? Greetings from Amsterdam. We've got South Africa, Amsterdam.
Go Ajax, they're playing right now.
What's that?
Go Ajax, we're playing right now.
Ajax are playing right now, apparently. 3-handed bowler. I will be the first. I mean, I don't know. Listen, anything to get an advantage. That's what this game is. Whatever you got to do to get an advantage. You just need like 50% more spine tilt. Yeah, you guys want to see my 2-handed? Here we go. I'm only going to... Is anyone in here for on the shorts feed? Can you let me know that at least? All right, 2-handed. Man, I don't even know how to do this. People have stutter steps. I don't even know. I did realize in the last video we did that I didn't have any swing, so I got to swing this bad boy. I mean, there's got to be like some. That's going to strike too. I mean, you can't get worse 2-handed style than that. And that almost struck. Should I not do it again?
You should never do this. Ever.
Dude, that's as high as I can go. All right, here's one. That was a little better. That's my more normal. I have it's pretty hard to bowl 2-handed with the balls laid out for 1-handers. They're so way strong, yeah, for sure. Not a fan of the RST Pearl. How? I find it to be very over-under. I feel like it's going to be dry for me to use it. Man, maybe you're over-under. Where would you like to see the PBA Tour go in 2026? That's a great question. Where would I like to see the 2026? Well, St. Louis or Kansas City. Here, I'll tell you. I'd like this to be the tour. St. Louis, Kansas City, Wichita, Shawnee, Dallas, Arkansas, Chicago, somewhere back down in Missouri. But then I never get to see the East Coast. Hey, is tryouts over?
No, we got the last day of prep. Yeah,
Tryouts are today?
Today and tomorrow, yeah.
Nice.
It's the last long pattern.
Long fresh today and then tomorrow.
And what's the length for the pattern today?
Whatever the long one last week.
42?
42 or 43.
All right. Is anybody whacking them?
Stand back's at the
Yes and no.
Brody?
Brody's at the top. Yeah.
Who's in second?
Brody,
That's
he's at like 20. What's he at? Like 36
Are they?
or 37? The whole series.
For 18
We
games?
have like 4 people plus.
4 people plus? All right. Wow. Somehow need an event in Utah. Maybe I'll go. Maybe I'll be able to make it to the Utah Open this year. That's like usually like the second weekend in January. And last year I didn't make it. New Jersey. Brad and Kyle next to each other is over. Oh, yeah, it is. Brad and Kyle next to each other.
46-86 to 23.
All right. Got to make them hard. Yeah, I'm
Working on anything in particular?
no. Yeah.
Some things never change.
Yep, I'm just throwing the ball right now and chatting with people. Feels good to get loose. Bang. Baton Rouge. Dude, I would literally... Will Kyle be making an appearance today? I don't think so. We could probably call him, though. Brad walking around like he's swole. I'm not swole, brother. I'm just short. Thoughts on not letting the ball get behind your back in the backswing? It comes and goes for me. I'm actually like kind of trying to do that a little bit. Like, you know, the hip gets out of the way a little bit and ball comes this way. I can get like kind of loopy where it kind of like rounds this way. So I'm kind of like trying to tuck it a little bit at the beginning. And I've noticed for me, my hand's in a little bit like more neutral spot. And I can kind of control my angles a little better. So that kind of tells me I was kind of like rounding it. And it's hard to get the ball going like in a specific direction. It's kind of easy to hook it, but Brad, how about an advanced sports shot clinic? Dude, just come. Where are you at? Are you in Florida? We're doing we're hoping to do something in Florida soon, but we have a clinic in 2 weeks. Come to Missouri. We'll teach you. For some reason, that first roll on the ball, the second I lay it down in the lane and it starts to flare, it's like rolling over the thumb. I've never like had that high of a trap. And it's not even a ball that flares. Maybe it's just... Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah, I fell on my foot. You got tape?
Yeah, I got tape.
Where's that?
You really want to throw a house ball?
I want to see if my shoulder still hurt.
You see that one?
There's a...
Under organization in here.
Yeah, it's not good. I've been waiting to throw this IQ Tour. Am I unloading too soon? Probably. Is Aaron's usually where I practice when I'm back in KC? Lately it has been, yeah. Yeah, it's just close. I can get here in like 12 minutes. The other bowling alley that's really close is Summit Lanes, but they're a little smaller, and they have a ton of open bowling. So it's kind of hard to like try and get in the way of that. Two-hand like Tom Doherty. Ion solid, one of the best balls we've made. You got to throw it. Buy a lighter ball. Keep on practicing with it. I am new to bowling. Many thanks. Well, 15 is okay. I mean, it depends on where you want to get to in the sport. I mean, you can get to a pretty high level at 14. You can average pretty good in the league at 14. I think longevity-wise, it might help. Yeah, a lot of...
like a risk and pain standpoint, I asked Shannon one time why she switched to 14. And she said her biggest thing was the little bit of carry that she sacrificed on being able to throw more shots accurately was better. Going down in pounds, she was able to throw more quality shots for a longer period of time.
Yeah,
only sacrificed a little bit of carry.
Longevity for sure. And 14, I mean, crap. Bill O'Neill, he went to 14 on tour. Very interesting. I grew up in Summit Lanes, always heard about you growing up and your road to going pro. What can I do not to teach myself not to twist? You know, bowling's one of those things where whatever you want to stop doing, just do the opposite. Go in the opposite direction. If you normally have a big first step and you need a small first step, just barely take a step. But speed dominant roller, house shot is 45 and can't get a ball to hook on fresh. Yeah, that ain't a ball. It's a ball. You should definitely get some balls. But your ability to slow your ball speed down is everything.
So much hand with a 12-pound ball.
Yeah. Really struggling to keep under the ball. I'm from the UK, so it ain't near as popular there. Hey, question. Vice Mick, would you be interested in online coaching membership that you could link up with our group and we can kind of talk to you every single day? The reason I ask is we don't have a whole lot of international people. A lot of people in the group get a ball yearly, but we can't ship overseas, so we're kind of we don't have a whole lot of international. So is like an online membership kind of a thing for you? Because we could help you out a lot on a yearly basis for pretty cheap. So Mike has done something to this house shot that has made it as easy as possible.
That's not a problem. That's fine. What do you mean?
Like it wasn't ever this easy.
I don't know. I could never.
Oh, you only bowl every other Sunday? Okay. I moved to 14 last year and haven't regretted for a second. What's up, Homer Lex? Heyo from Dubai. No, I have not.
Here's an out of bounds.
Really?
I threw urethane up 7.
They got him hard, huh?
All summer. Like, well, you saw it. It's very hard.
This is me throwing hard.
I sanded my stuff in 360 just so it would just burn up. And I don't think I moved all year. Like it was just like a couple of this one and a couple of this one, but I had to do like every 2 shots.
Yeah, Sterling in town here, Sterling Bowl. You guys have never been there.
If you're in, it just hooks until you overthrow it.
They were always known to have the most oil.
Spencer double gun. Like Spencer was starting off like 5th. But if he underthrew it, it was like left gutter. If he overthrew it, if it stayed on, it got through.
Sounds like a hard way to bowl league. Dang.
You stick around for that?
For
Trial?
I wasn't planning on it. Maybe for a few minutes. Kenny Seymour. What's up, brother? Really enjoy your videos, by the way. Vice Mick, reach out. We'll see what we can do. Get you some coaching. Send us a message on Instagram or something.
That's my coach.
Yeah, that was bad. Very, very bad. That's what we're working with here at KC. you, Kyle, Tournament of Redlands and Empire Bowl. Finally got the Iron Pro Solid. It's amazing. Told you. What's up? What's good, bowling family? Melvin Drew. What's going on? Great Wall, Missouri. Yes, sir. Online coaching. Right now we have a 500. It's $550, but you get a bowling ball, and you get a bowling ball every year with it for the year. So comes out to be. We have a monthly option as well at $50, and then we've got a lower tier where you get a video library for $20. So we've got a $20 a month. Actually, I'll put it in the chat. I'll put a link in the chat.
Do it again.
Work, give it to me, baby. There's our coaching plans on our membership. I'm putting it in the comments right now. Oh, there we go. What's that?
You like this for streaming?
StreamYard? Right now, but I'm not necessarily a guru, so it allows us just to link it, all of our platforms, and it's pretty seamless. But YouTube just updated their streaming. So what does the 50 monthly include, sir? Same thing. Coaching, you get into a private Facebook group. There's roughly 300 members in there, and then we talk every day. You upload your video. When you upload a video of you bowling, Daniel Puerto for the week will go in and give you a analysis, and then he reposts all the analysis, so you can watch the other members' analysis as well and learn from them. And I would say most people actually don't post; they just kind of like learn from all the other people posting and their physical game reviews and just the conversation and community. And it's really cool. There's also a 7-day free trial, so you can try it out. We can get you in the group, and if you like it and want to stay, then you can get a bowling ball, and then we can work with you for the year. If you want to go on a monthly basis, we also have an app that you can download. If you go to Brad, if you type in Bowl Like a Pro Coaching in the App Store, we have a Brad and Kyle app that has like our master lane on it and a bunch of videos. Kind of shows you what you get. You get the community's on there. So the community is on an app and a private Facebook group. Puerto's the man. He's very good. And then we also have a clinic in 2 weekends. So if you guys want to get that league average up, it's a day and a half, St. Charles, Missouri. It is $550, and you get a bowling ball. And we got classroom session, ton of Q&A, and then we do lunch, get on the lanes for 3-4 hours. Some people go out to dinner that night. You know, it's a really cool place, especially this time of year. And then the next day we work till noon, and then everyone goes home. So if you're interested in that, email us. I'll put our email in the South Bend, Indiana. We'd love to come everywhere.
Hey, Chuck, I just asked my thing. Because I think we have it. I just don't think I have it.
There's our email. Sign up if you have questions about the clinic. Yeah, we want to come to a lot of places. You guys gonna try bowling the PBA regional in Cedar with the string pins? It's gonna be cheetah on string pins. Wow, that'll be interesting. There's string pins right in here, actually. Is anyone in Florida? Because we'd love to try something in the Orlando, Tampa, Fort Myers area. Wow. Coming to Kentucky. Dude, you're only 4 hours away. Get on up here this weekend, next weekend. Wow, I normally don't have this good a ball motion. Pensacola, cool. That's probably one of my favorite places in Florida. At least it was when I was a kid. We went there. Had a little soccer tournament there. Stayed on the beach. Super low key. Nothing like Tampa and Orlando. It's just madness. No, that ain't right. That ain't right. It's not even real. I'm from Alaska. I just want to support you and say that you are a huge inspiration to me, Brad. Backable. Well, greetings. Glad you're in from Alaska. That wasn't very good. I have a hard time, like. Yeah, I have.
Because I remember back in the day,
I just have no swing. That's my problem. I have no pins right now either. All right, here we go. 2-hand. That's as much swing as I can get.
The guy that'll clap his cake, is it count as cake a little, like clap his arms down like this?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Watch off.
Armenia. Wow. This is insane. We have all these different people here. I think you'll do well in Orlando area. I'm down here in Florida, and if you showed up around where Randy Peterson and Norm Duke make their home, that was good. It's 2 hands right there.
Look at the track on that ball.
With a house ball.
Like 2-handed, it's like, oh my god, the track is so good.
It's not coming back. Oh, it's stuck back there. Ah. What we got? You track over the fingers?
No, you can't see it because there's no fucking.
Just dead perfect. Look at that.
Then we throw a 1-handed and it's like 2 half.
Yeah, I know.
I don't have a wrist strength.
I know. I'm lucky to have wrist strength. I've never had any wrist problems.
You're always really light.
I have been, but on tour it kills me because you have to play these massive angles, and then my arm just.
I think a lot of
You never have to do it, so you're not strong enough.
The thing that made you so good to get you there was being able to open up a lane quicker than everyone. Once 2-handed came out, it's like, how do I outhook?
Yeah, you can't. They have you locked on the hooking part.
I'm a firm believer that, like, when people are like, there's no defense in bowling, I'm like, yeah, there is. It's being able to dictate the lanes where everybody has to remember, like, the bell knows.
There's absolutely defense involved.
Exactly. Because it's like,
And whoever controls the oil has that advantage.
yeah.
And whoever has the highest rev rate controls the oil.
Whoever gets the fresh heads and not chasing the quick.
Sure. That was a loopy swing.
It's not so much like working with people. I do feel like people like going back in the day, being able to be so far away from everybody's mess, it can really help when something's there and you're not. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like having 3 boards to play with and know that you're 15 boards away from it's like, I'm on my own lane.
Oh yeah, you're literally on your own lane. Oh, that's a strike.
I will say within like the next 5-6 years, some of these kids now,
Yeah, they're insane.
they're really good.
I'll go into a bowling alley and I'll see a kid bowling. He'll be 2-handed. And he'll be like a sophomore in high school. And I'm thinking, wow, I wish I could create that ball motion. to a sophomore in high school. Like they have it down.
When Mark started bowling, it was like he just woke up one day and was like,
I know Henninger and I practiced not too long ago. He goes, man, I'm just so insecure about the way I bowl and the way I throw it. I'm like, dude, I don't even see the way you throw it. I see how it comes off your hand, but that's it. Like, I do not care how you get there.
He's like,
Dude, Matt Jones. But you see, there's another Matt Jones on the West Coast that's like a really good bowler. He wins tournaments and stuff. So every time I see a Matt Jones, I think of the guy that we bowled youth against.
Somebody was like, do you think backup ball in the regular will work? And the first thing he went was like, Adam Martinez.
Adam Martinez.
Literally one job throwing a backup ball.
God,
and he was like the only person plus for like 2 days.
And he's like the nicest, least competitive guy.
You picked him up and threw it.
Oh, that was when Adam Martinez won jog when Zerbinski made it. Jeffrey Young shot 260 his last game to make it. Blanchard made it. That was in Buffalo. Do I know Sterner well? Yeah. I've seen him for a while. Played against him for a while. I'm getting my first ball soon, which is DV Alley Cat. Do you think that's a good choice? Do you get the choice? I don't know. I don't know anything about DV8 equipment. I don't even know that ball. I'm starving right now. What? Hey, Brad. Glad to see you always bowling. What ball is similar to the Zen Gold label? Gold label is pretty clean. It's cleaner than this Zen 25. Amen on Alaska. Definitely need to visit. Yeah, Jazz now was supposed to be up in Alaska, and he had to cancel his trip, which really sucks because he loves that place. So maybe I'll go up there and we'll do some clinics with Jazz now, or maybe I'll snag Kyle and we'll head on up to Alaska. Except Kyle's he is on the far East Coast. It might be 3 plane flights for him to get to Alaska. Armenian. Bowl with Jason on my lane and his wife at LBC Nationals in Chicago. Great guy. Oh, yeah. Sterner's. He's the coolest. He's the OG, man. Totally slipped off my phone. Sterner was one of the very first people to upload videos to the internet. He had an Instagram rocking before really anybody knew what was going on. High Road 40 would be similar. Yeah. Yep. Good job, Nick. Way to go. Typhoon. I screwed up on the Typhoon because the garage that I drill in back in St. Louis gets really hot during the summer, so the glue dried really quick. So I just didn't get the thumb sleeve all the way down in time, and it sticks up just a pinch. It bothers me. I need to get another one. But I know Darren really likes the Typhoon. It's a little cleaner than what some of these, like a Zen 25 is. It really gets down the lane nicely. I'll be picking up the Hyperdrive Pearl this weekend. That's the ball. If you're going to get a ball, you're getting a Hyperdrive Pearl because It's the new ball out in 1 or 2 days, whatever it is, and it's actually beautiful. And then it's also awesome. Hey, we got some. I think we got some live streamers over here. The thing about the PBA Tour now is it's very hard. There's so much transition that if you can't find a way to play every pattern the same, like EJ does, like if you can't have like 2 releases that kick everyone's ass and you're like on top of the transition, man, it's hard. Just knowing what ball to throw is hard, let alone the execution and the execution and angles and ball speed and just things you have to constantly manipulate from pair to pair. And if you're on a pair with a really high rev rate, by the 6th frame of that game, you're probably seeing quite a bit of transition. And then maybe you'll hit a pair that didn't have rev rate, and then it's like it's very. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to right before the block. You know how the lefties? This is what the lefties do. They have group chats together. They stick together. They talk about their favorite pairs. They talk about their racks. They stick together. Okay. And what they do is before every round, they go and circle all the pairs that have lefties. And then the ball reps do this too, but it's just nice for you to kind of have a mental picture of like what you're about to get into. Some pairs, a ton of transition. Some pairs fresh for the lefties. Some pairs this. And they just do their own homework, and then they talk to each other. So I'm going to start doing my own homework. I'm going to be like, all right. And the ball reps do that, and they send you pictures, but I don't look at my phone when I bowl. So at least I try not to. But like, it is virtually impossible to bowl good out there unless you're on top of every pair, every move. Or you just have this unbelievable ability to create ungodly like ball motion. Like EJ. Andrew probably doesn't have way out there. Wow, how does that come back? Andrew's probably a little bit more on top of all the transition, more so than EJ is, but they both were unbelievable with their speed control. All the lefties. It's really Packy and Kevin. Well, when I first went out there, there's actually way more lefties now than there was when I first went out there. When I first went out there, Patrick Allen was out there. He was getting ready to be done. Rhino Page. There were some more. But, yeah, Couch is out, though, by the time I got there. There were definitely some more lefties. But then Jesper came along, Buttriff came along. They kind of dominated for a little while. And then now there's probably like 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 of them that can win. Yeah, Simonelli was out there. That's the one I was thinking of. He dominated for a while, bro. He was Rhino's maybe a couple years before him. Maybe not.
I feel like Rhino was more like he had that 1 year where it was like.
I know.
But like, team in a safe career is like the immature career. That's what they called it. It's like,
yeah, I know. When you sit down and talk to Rhino about like the amount of shows he made and like, you just realize like, wow, he actually had a great career. I don't know how much money he made. But I don't know how many titles he won, maybe like 7 or 8. But like he made a lot of shows. He had a lot of really good tournaments. I'm gonna say no. I don't want to be a lefty. Packy said it right. There's never a TV show where there's not a right-hander on it. And now there's so many good lefties that like when they have it, now you got to beat them. I'll be a lefty like 4 years or like 7 years ago when Rhino was retiring. There weren't that many. But now you got to beat like 15 of them when they're walled. And they're all capable of averaging 1 million. Probably more than 15. All right, bro. I'll probably be in there.
If you don't tell your parents, I say what's up.
Fun. All right. Fun, not so much a fact. Sim was one of the first ones to start throwing urethane in a new age. I know, and now Sim Alley hates urethane. It's such a tricky ball. If your ball doesn't like start immediately, if you're a ball speed kind of guy, you hate urethane. There's just no point in it. Like Mike Scroggins. God, could you imagine like Mike Scroggins being the best bowler in the world now with all these two-handers? Like you have all this power around you, and then here's this little thing. Buffalo native. What about the storm lightning strikeout on a fresh house shot? I don't know. Kind of depends. You probably need some hook for that ball. Actually, I need to get that ball. I'm learning what ball not to throw. The Ion Max gives me fits. The Ion Max, it's not a most unbelievably versatile ball. It's meant to do its thing, which is roll. It's meant to roll. It's not meant to, and it's not going to go sideways. It's a very slow and sluggish ball. So it's not bad on. If you can get it to roll, like if it just stops and rolls out, short patterns great. Sometimes it can be. Lately, I've had the Ion Max just a little strong, even on patterns where I normally would be able to throw stronger stuff because it rolls out. It's like kind of hooking. So I was speaking to Prather. I went to those Ohio regionals and I struggled with this. Struggled with a couple other things too, but just some of the balls that I would normally have a certain ball motion with were just hooking too much. And so I was talking to Prather about how he lays his stuff out, and he uses like a couple of charts from buddies that like help him kind of understand. And I don't deviate very far from what I normally do. I'm normally just a pin up, pin down, and I'm not drilling super strong stuff like 3 inches because I've always just had them over flare. But I'm starting to learn like, hey, that makes the ball roll out versus if you always have a 5-inch pin, you're going to get sideways ball motion sometimes. So I've been pretty unprepared in terms of equipment the past couple of years. It's hard to really know what ball to throw because every single pair is so drastically different that it's easy to throw a different ball in every pair, really. But it's going to be, I mean, I guess we're throwing urethane this year too. But, there's a Storm has a lot of balls, but dude, a Brunswick staffer, they got to deal with like 7 different companies. I don't even know how. I was bowling with Parker this weekend, and he threw a ball. No, come on in. Yeah, and it's easy. I can't believe
My cabins are 20.
Dude,
That's how easy they are.
They were never this easy.
I know. It's one
So,
of the harder house shots.
He had that guy come in and like change some stuff, and now it's like, dude,
Now it's like every other one.
can't miss if I wanted to. So,
Ooh.
you like these?
Look at that. That was my favorite. That was one of my favorite balls.
The Hustle?
Yeah, they still making that color?
Yeah.
That was my favorite one.
Dude, I'm trying to throw them more often.
Great ball.
It really is. Especially when you see how strong these other ones are. Like, you get a Hustle in your hands, it's noticeably weaker.
And smoother.
And it makes me not throw it sometimes, but I actually need to be throwing these, especially when you go into small towns and these bowling alleys. And they just hook like crazy.
Yeah, it just shapes perfect.
Dombrowski in the Central, that's all he throws are Hustles and Tropicals. 90% of his games. And he's a 300 rev rate.
Oh, yeah.
And he's just making fantastic shots, and it works. He's probably one of the best shot makers I've seen. Patrick Dombrowski.
He is good.
Like, in today's game,
So, have you talked to Mike since the Chiefs game?
no.
So he's at the Chiefs game, and he sees that Wobie has posted something on Facebook. I'm at the Chiefs game with my friend or whatever, my uncle or whatever. And Mike texts him. He goes, "Hey, I'm 2 sections up. Let's meet at concourse or whatever." They meet down the concourse, and Nick goes, "Yeah, I ran into Stover not too long ago. Or it was like the day before the game." He goes, "He asked me how my parents were." Nick goes, "Well, they've passed away, Jerry." Like, how would Jerry not?
Yeah. Dang, that
Talk
stinks.
about awkward.
They were a year apart.
Yeah.
And Chuck fell
No,
in
2 years.
2 years apart. I wonder where he ran into Stover. Stover said he's bowling league Tuesday nights and Thursday nights.
Yeah,
Tuesday nights at Sterling and Thursday nights at Summit. Still bowling 2 nights.
Well, I see his granddaughter every day.
Oh, because she goes
She
Avila.
plays volleyball, or,
Yeah.
softball. He never showed up for a game last year. I go, "Jordy, why wouldn't Grandpa in your game?" He goes, "Because he kept forgetting."
Which sucks. Oh. What's up, everybody? Hustles are weak because they're weak. Yeah, if you want to go to college, come to Avila. Look at that.
We're the Harvard of the Midwest.
The Harvard of the Midwest. It's actually the setup you guys have with the den. Like, there's just a lot of other colleges that just don't have. Yeah, like its own little separate. Feels like a little club.
Very lucky.
It's cool.
Very lucky. Yeah, because there's a lot that have to practice at 6 in the
Yeah.
morning.
Oh, yeah.
Or whatever.
And if it's a big program, that's a lot of lanes that the center has to use up,
Right.
just from open bowling and stuff. So the fact that you can just do your own thing.
Yeah, we're very lucky.
Yeah, Avila Bowls here at Aaron's. Is there going to be a college tournament here?
There is January 24th and 25th. Men will be here. Women will be at Summit Lake.
Summit.
Summit.
Nice.
Already filled.
Already filled.
Not gonna wait.
So you have and you filled it with just mostly local
Well, I mean, I've got
Midwest.
Quincy is coming. Where else? Yeah, it's mostly Midwest NAI teams, but
What is full? How many teams?
over here I've got 28.
Wow.
And over there I've got 20.
Could you imagine 25-man teams in this building with coaches and parents and
I saw it last.
bowling balls? Oh, you guys ran it last year?
I did the men and women over here last year, and JV was over at Summit.
Ah,
And now I've got so much interest that I had to move the men varsity and JV over here, and the women's varsity and JV over there.
the bowling ball is the hard part. There's
Over there,
a million.
for sure.
Yeah, I
It's
guess
a lot tighter
Summit
at Summit.
for sure.
But Mike lets us use the den as a paddock, so it works out.
Yeah, I went to Sturgis this weekend. Have you ever been?
I've never been to Sturgis.
Dude,
And you were with Pete and Norm.
I was.
That's not good.
It was a good time.
I'll bet.
I cannot believe this place. It's beautiful out there.
It's God's country, man.
Dude.
Yeah.
Very low key, small town vibe. People are incredible. They just love to talk to you. And then
What bars did you hit?
not many. But have you heard of Deadwood?
Oh, yeah.
I hit up Deadwood a couple
Really?
nights. Yeah. And that was cool. Like a little Vegas.
Nice, yeah.
I can't. It was very shocking to me. Norm did not bowl.
I was going to say, I didn't think he's been bowling.
Norm is a hard stipulation of I'm not bowling.
Okay.
Which,
So he was just there glad-handed?
yeah,
All right. Well, you better.
got an appearance fee. But Parker, comes out and averages 260.
Who?
Parker Bone. Like, dude, I can't average 260 on the easiest conditions on my best day, probably. And this guy at 63 years old or whatever,
Can do it anywhere. Yeah, can do it anywhere.
making the greatest shots
And you know
with
what's
one ball,
amazing is that
with no urethane.
he's never been physically unable. Like, he's never like strained anything, or he may have had a bad back at one time, but he's always had that knee bend. I mean, I can barely walk. I'm 3 years younger than him, and I can barely walk.
I know. He's aging unbelievable.
Yeah.
I can't, I mean,
And he posts every shot. Not too many seniors post
no.
every time.
He throws it exactly how he used to 20 years ago. The-
Hell, 40 years.
You know, and like when he bowls nowadays, it's hard to narrow down bowling balls, especially coming from that era
Right.
where it was like you drilled 4 or 5 of one different ball, different, you know. Now there's, especially on Brunswick staff, there's 90
There's
balls.
90 balls.
So for a guy like Parker to really narrow it down on what are his balls,
Like, that takes a lot of trial and error.
yeah, it takes a lot of trial and error. Oh, how many games do they bowl for tryouts?
Oh, total 32.
And they're how many
Game
through?
ones.
24 games through?
No, we're going right now. We're yes.
2 more 4-game blocks?
Yeah. I promise keeping them all healthy. I got 2 sick, so now I got to have makeup days. And
Oh my gosh.
one of my guys, one of them's sick. It's in second, so I can't like.
Like he's sick.
Yeah, he was in the not emergency room,
The urgent care, yeah.
He gets it, but he does this every year. He's a senior. He's been sick every year. And it's always like, I can't breathe. I bend over. I pass out. It's like, yeah, it's always great.
Oh. Assuming right-handed. Great bowling with you this past weekend, Brad. Also, I grew up in the St. Louis area, but moved away here, so it's always fun watching you guys. Parker probably trusts the development team to give him good info about the equipment. Oh yeah, but to perform at a super, super high level, you got to go through the trial and error. And it's different for a lefty too. There's only so many bowling balls and shapes that lefties can throw because their angles never really get that wide open. So they're kind of limited on what works. So to try and figure out and apparently he did it with some ball that Christian Ascona was like, dude, I don't know how you ever throw a strike with that ball. And then here's Parker just averaging 260 with it. I've been bowling for 4 months and recently started my first league. I'm having a hard time finding my shot on fresh oil. I'm averaging about 40 to 60 less than I do on a burn-up house shot. 40 to 60 less. That's insane. I feel like there's some spare problems there. But if you can only bowl good on burn, and you're not great on fresh, then you're not great at slowing your ball speed down. Do this. And just throw it so slow until the ball hooks so much and then work your way back up. What's my finger? Pitches quarter away. I should be more. I should be at least a half. Kyle Bigelow. Seem really angular for a hustle. Is there really a difference between one hand and 2 hands? Yeah. Bowling's kind of a cool game though that like there's just not a way you could like have a dominant there's enough luck in the game to where like let's say a really high ref person has the greatest look. Well, he still can wrap 310s and you can trip 2.4s. So it appears Brad likes to associate himself with other ball dudes. Man, it must be a Missouri thing. Have I ever considered switching two-handed? Of course. If you try and win bowling tournaments in today's world, you have considered switching to two-handed. I'm coming to Kentucky this year. What's in Kentucky? Met Kyle one time. He called to meet me. Well, come to our clinic. Greetings from Nebraska. What's up, dog? Go Big Red. The hard part about bowling is there's so many things you can do. You can move left and throw it slow. You can move right and throw it faster. You can throw a weak ball. You can throw a strong ball. You can do all those things with different types of balls. Like, how the hell? Having issues hitting my target consistently. Any simple advice to hit targets with a higher accuracy? Yeah. Start small. Do this. I guarantee you, if you throw the ball like this, your accuracy in the first 10 feet of the lane is way better. And visualize that. Throw the ball that slow, have tunnel vision, and just watch the ball go down the lane, and then do it over again, and do it over again until you feel you can hit that mark the same way, and then throw it a little harder, and then watch yourself not hit the mark the same way, and now you're going to feel uncomfortable, and now you're going to, and then a light bulb will go off in your head. Oh, the pocket 7.9. I wish I could keep that up there. What's up, Chad Miller? Excited to see you in Sioux Falls this year. Oh, my computer's going to die. Damn it. Any tips for cliff lanes during league? Gabby Wassenberg, what's up? Cliff lanes during league, yeah. Tighten it up. Get those hips closed, get a little ball speed going, play the oil, not the hook. My handicapping needs bowling when bowling needs work. I got that 7.9 last night. It was at a tournament that a Mammoth family runs. I watched him throw 300. Yeah. Technique question. What do you do to specifically increase your speed when needed? Like when it's game 3, do this. When you go up there and practice, throw it like this. Try and get the highest ball speed you possibly can without thinking about any technique. I don't care about the speed of your feet, the height of your, do whatever you think is necessary to zing the ball down there as fast as possible, and then do that at like 60% in your league, and you're good. And come to our clinic. I'll teach you. September 28th in St. Charles, Missouri. And I'm going to have to go because my computer, 26.9. Dude, come on. You got the 126 or you got the 26? Let me see how fast I can go. That was 19.7. That was bombed, by the way. 22.1. I feel like that's a lie. That ain't 22 mile an hour. There ain't no way. All right. We got to beat that. Oh. I just threw my arm out. Oh, what was it? Oh, it was the very last shot, and it's not going to give me the. Dude, that had to be faster than 22-1. I threw my elbow out. Ah. How do you get better at sport patterns if you're a very speed dominant? Slow the ball down. And do it by being obnoxiously slow. Barely walk up there. Don't even get in your approach. Throw it like this. Throw it 4 mile an hour and work your way back up. But the only way you're going to be able to hook the ball efficiently is if you have the ability to slow your ball speed down. You can't do it. You can't hook the ball and throw it hard. You're saying they're lying to you on TV. They're lying to you. Belmo's throwing it 14-5, 15-5, and they're showing you 18-5 to make it seem insane, but they're definitely throwing it slow. Ooh. Yeah, swing it. I mean, in order to get speed, you need momentum and swing. So just swing that bad boy up there and run. You and Kyle going to be in Sioux Falls this weekend? We are. Great bowling with you, Casey. All right, guys, I'm going to have to get out of here. I'm going to put, this is our email. If you want to go to the clinic, you have questions about the clinic, send us an email. If you're looking for some online stuff, if you're out of town, if you're in a different country, whatever, we have lots of stuff. We've got a 20 video series called Master of the Lane. We've got 3 different membership tiers, all that we can do work internationally. So we'd love to have you in there. I can't wait to bowl with you guys. Well, we can't wait to bowl with you. Later. Later, Ming. All right, guys. I appreciate you. Keep working. Keep practicing. Let us know about the clinic. So the PBA tour is like the WWE tour? Yeah. Except a lot less. Oh, man. All right, guys. Have a good night. Good luck on your tournaments this weekend. We'll be in Sioux Falls. If you're there, we'll see you. If not, we'll see you next week.